So paint the scene for us, right? Flushing, Queens, the 80s. What are you seeing when you walk through the neighborhood?
Well, and my neighborhood was so diverse. It was like it was the Korean mafia, it was the Russian mafia, it was the Indian mafia. I dealt with so many nationalities that it was easier for me to cope. Like if I went out to Queensbridge, those were just black people, so I knew how to deal with that. But growing up in Flushing, I had to kind of get in where I fit in and see what nationality would accept me. So it was a little more rougher, but every nationality accept me. I was part of everything.
Right, because there's a really big Asian population in Flushing, right? So you grew up amongst that diversity. Did you see like a lot of tension amongst the Asian and black communities growing up?
Being that I'm from Flushing, and when I was in Flushing, I kind of watched the Asians. I watched it come. I watched from like maybe the first two Asians that came to Flushing. So I watched the whole thing grow, and then maybe
Oh wow! So
let's
then
say
you
like
saw
maybe
like before the community really like rose, because it's like almost like a small Chinatown there, isn't it?
now it is, but there was a time when I didn't see no Chinese people, no nothing. It was just maybe like it was Indian and black and and white and Spanish, but it was no Oriental, nothing. Like I watched that come. I watched the first store they buy, and then when they first came, they came with they had like their own games, like the Flying Dragons, the White Tigers, games like that, and I was like the liaison. I was the middleman to the black culture and to the streets. So I kind of kept the peace amongst that. So I was the middleman to bringing like when the Asians and everybody came to making everybody adapt.
How did you find yourself in that position as being that person that was in the middle of all that, helping delegate it?
Cause I mean, if anybody know me, I'm no matter how gangster I am, I'm always cool. I'm always friendly. I always read the room, so no matter what room you put me in, I'm gonna know how to fit in. So when it came and we all in school and somebody was having a problem, I would mediate it, make sure everybody was all right, or I would throw a party and I would invite the Flying Dragons. I invite five of them and they'll come to the black party with me and they'll have a good time. And then they started inviting me to their parties. So that's how I kind of kept it going.
Wow, so there was no really discrimination against like either group or anything at that time?
I mean, yes. I guess before you come here, in any nationality, you always hear black is bad. I don't care what nationality you are, black is bad. But then when I started coming home after school, I would hang out with some of them, and I actually went home to their families. They accepted me, and they brought me to their family. They brought me out. So I kind of made a lot of people in Flushing understand that black was cool, and it became friendly quick. That's why they was able to just kind of like take over Main Street because there was no resistance. So I feel I'm to blame for the no resistance zone.
So that must have made you so much more of a well-rounded person though, because like you were able to see so many different cultures and get along and consume the other cultures technically, right? Because you had relationships with them.
Right.
And what do you think that you learned from being able to do all those things?
Just don't ever judge a book by its cover. And I think I gave that lesson to a lot of people in Flushing. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Get to know the person first, and if you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. But don't just judge it by seeing the color of their skin, how they look.
Right, definitely on some MLK shit for sure. And I think that we as people, a lot of times we think that we can trust our own people more likely, like they won't do us as dirty, but like I feel like piece of shit comes in every color, like it
There, there-
don't
there's no
matter.
there's no color to a piece of shit.
Right, right.